At 70 years old, Jair Bolsonaro just walked into prison to begin a 27-year sentence for plotting a coup in Brazil. The man who once packed avenues with millions is now locked in a cell, ankle monitor off, appeals exhausted. Supporters scream persecution, but President Lula's loyalists call it justice. And US President Trump stays silent. The Brazilian right is leaderless and fracturing fast. Aman Kumar Himanshu reports on the historic fall of Latin America's most polarizing figure from presidential palace to prison bars in under 3 years.
Brazil is divided. As former President Jair Bolsonaro is taken into custody, some Brazilians are praying, others are celebrating, and many are voicing their anger. Reactions are diverse because the moment itself is big and significant. On 26th of November, the far-right leader started serving a jail term of 27 years and 3 months. Brazil's top court ordered him to start his sentence after his defense team chose not to file a second appeal. Bolsonaro was convicted in September 2025 for attempting a coup in order to retain power after losing his re-election bid in 2022. The court convicted him on 5 charges: armed criminal conspiracy, attempted abolition of the democratic rule of law, attempted coup, violent destruction of public property, and damage to protected national heritage sites. The judges said that Bolsonaro was aware of a plot that included plans to assassinate President Lula and his vice presidential running mate, Geraldo Alckmin, and to arrest the execute Supreme Court Justice Alexandre de Moraes. The conspiracy was ultimately thwarted because it failed to gain the backing of the army and air force commanders. The judges also found that Bolsonaro incited rioters on 8th of January 2023, whose purpose was to force a military intervention to bring him back to power. Bolsonaro vehemently denied all the allegations. He said he was in the United States on 8th of January and claimed that he was a victim of a witch hunt. Currently, Bolsonaro is confined to a small room designed for high-ranking officials at the Federal Police Headquarters in Brasilia. The room is equipped with an air conditioner, TV, and an ensuite bathroom. He is allowed a daily sunbath. The sentence did not begin immediately following the conviction in September to allow for legal appeals. Bolsonaro's lawyers had petitioned for the 27-year sentence to be served under house arrest, citing humanitarian grounds because of lingering abdominal problems resulting from a 2018 stabbing. However, this appeal failed. Prior to his imprisonment, the far-right leader has been under house arrest since August. On 22nd of November, he was preemptively arrested after using a soldering iron to tamper with the electronic ankle monitor that he worn for over 100 days under house arrest. This happened right after his son, Flavio, called for a vigil outside the former president's house. Bolsonaro blamed medicine-induced paranoia for the damage he caused to his ankle monitor, but Justice Alexandre de Moraes signaled that there were very serious indications of a possible attempt to flee. Bolsonaro's imprisonment marks the final chapter of his political career. In 2023, he was banned from holding public office for 8 years for abusing his powers and spreading false claims about voting machines. Despite this, he insisted on running in the election. Less than a year until October's general election, Brazil's right has no obvious leader. Infighting among potential candidates is growing. Aman Kumar Himanshu for DD India.